Howdy, folks. What is going on? Got the fellas in here today. Coin EXRS is not popping up for me. So you meant? Did you mean XERS? EX short at the 460. Oh, FYI, you got 460, dude. That was the top take right there. If you guys saw my post, I post my charts on YouTube daily. XERS, I got in short. I have an average of 454. And like I said in my post yesterday, I was setting a trail and holding it. So, I still have my position on that one. I'm probably not going to trade today because I'm up fairly good on that. And I got my golf shirt on. So, I'll be playing golf today. But there's a few I just want to take a look at today for you guys. But I still have that position from 454. Probably going to liquidate that right at the start of the day. And then head on out. Sick trade there, coin. Yeah, we called that in pre-market. We absolutely nailed it. So, awesome trade there, man. Really happy for you. There's a few I do want to look at this morning. Excited to have you guys in here. John, Coin. We got Alex. We got Elijah. Finally, Elijah. Where you been, man? We missed you. Yesterday, guys. Man, I don't know how many times I got to go over these trades, but I hope you're understanding how these are working. LXU yesterday. This is the one I wish I would have held on to as well. Very similar to XERS. LXU, this one opened up at 277, 275, and all the way back down to the 220s. We called this one yesterday as well. We said, what? LXU looks very similar to what? PRTY. PRTY opened up on Friday. This one, very strong day on Friday, and then opened up a little weak, lighter volume, tons of volume into the close, and we saw this one start to sell on off. I'm saving all of these charts, and I'm going to compile them together and make a video. Because they're all the same. LXU, PRTY, XERS, they're all the same. So, yeah, I got that. I'm still holding the 450s. And we'll probably get out of that at the open, but looking really good there on XERS. There's a couple I'm looking at this morning. I know, Coin, you got WKHS as well. That one we've been watching for the last week. WKHS off of 15 for the entire last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Monday again as well. Panicked a little bit under that and then back up through it. This probably gathered some shorts. Took out a lot of stop orders, gathered some shorts, and then now it's starting to crank on back up. And that's what we see so many times, isn't it, guys? You get top tick out of a stock, and then it starts working out, right? Happens every single time. But WKHS, this has certainly been working on it out. Really excited you got that, coin. You got REDU short yesterday, 850 break on the way down, but sold that too early. Didn't think it was going to completely crash. Yeah, that one completely crashed, as well as MICT. So guess what? The leading gappers are still failing. But Kevin, today's going to be different. You haven't seen the leading gappers? I don't need to. A nice little shorter play I like this morning, but I don't have shorts for, is PEIX. This one is off the bear scan watch list, these overbought conditions. Just a little, I'd have to locate here. Like I said, I'm probably going to settle with XERS and call it a day today. But PEIX, if I had the shorts, not a bad setup here. Not a bad setup. Here's the trend line on PEIX. Keeps coming right back down to it, getting a little bounce off of it, and when it comes up, when it gets a little overbought off of it, guess what? It comes right back down to the trend. Well, we're getting a little overbought now, and we're hitting some resistance on the chart. 537, it hit that yesterday. 530s, tough resistance, starting to sell off a little bit. It's going to be opening up a little weak this morning. That's what we like to see. That's what we saw not only on XERS, we saw that on LXU, we saw that on PRTY. And this is what we look for. We look for overbought conditions, and then an open week, and then all these longs that were in it the prior day start unwinding their positions. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see tons of volume and gap up. Sometimes those end up working out for a nice little green to red move. But these are the conditions that prime these things up. Oh, well, this one's not a play anymore. The other one I was watching was SRNE this morning. Had a nice little, it's got really a bear flag pattern to it this morning. Little bear flag on it, but it ended up popping out of that and holding on up right here. Not really on watch at all anymore today. But just flipping through some of the leading gappers right here, guys. Not a whole lot going on. And if there is a stock that's popping on up like TLGT, it's already been selling on off. These are the market conditions that we are in. The crazy thing is when something gets going, when one day one of these leading gappers is going to turn around and take on off, and then that's when shorts are going to start getting a little scared. That you can see it on the charts. You really see it on the charts when a stock just starts turning back around, taking on off these leading gappers. They gap up and then they gap higher, and then people buy high, hope higher. Shorts get squeezed out. You see a supernova. That's really when shorts start getting timid on these trades, and you see it on the charts because the charts are not getting as overbought, or they're not having as many dips. They're not having as many sell-offs. They're getting bought on dips. But PIX, that one is kind of the short I'm looking at this morning. WKHS, that one's way off of 15 now. We can watch WKHS for a little bit of a sell-off, kind of back down to support-ish around this 1650 area. That's kind of what I'd be watching. Its previous close is 1680. We got support on the chart, 1650s. At the moment, it's kind of sitting in between support and resistance. So that's just something to be familiar with. When a stock is sitting in between support and resistance, it's usually not a good time to buy. Most people like to buy, 90%ers like to buy when stocks are feeling comfortable. They feel comfortable. And XERS looking good right here. I might have to take all of it. XERS 419. Boom. All right, I'm all out. Nice. All right, yeah. So on most days from now on, I'm likely going to be, and I don't know why I haven't been doing this. You know, I preach it all the time. It's how you maximize profits. So I was in XERS 454 and ended up selling, some of my position on this drop here, but then holding the rest, placing a stop, placing a trail, holding the rest, and ended up being a nice little trade there. So that's going to wrap up my day. Elijah, Kim, Brad, what is going on? Excited to see you guys in here. Elijah, no pre-market trades for you this morning. That's surprising. But you've been off for a few days, so that is very likely why. But yeah, what are you guys watching this morning? What are you guys watching this morning? Yeah, it's going to be a shorter stream, like 5-10 minutes. I'm already done for the day. XERS paid nice. So the leading gappers are all failing. There's like PIX is a decent short if you do have the shorts there, if you can locate. Brad Brad, we were just going through. Did you get one of these shorts yesterday, Brad? We were just going through those this morning. LXU, heck of a short off of 320s. The reason I did not get this yesterday, LXU, was it was open and really weak. I mean, it's just when I hate chasing stocks, whether that's on the long side or short side. I'm very disciplined with that. I've been trained long enough to not buy high, hope higher, or sell low, hope lower. I really wanted LXU to open up and at least get a pop on it, because I really wanted to risk off of 320s, and then when you're getting in the 270s, that's kind of It's kind of but this one ended up working out really well. Really, really well on LXU, but they're the same setups, guys. Brad's watching ONE. ONE, this one's looking decent over 660. Wanted to break and hold that after hours high, 660. What's going on with ONE? What's going on here? Q3 results. Q3 results. It's a 74 million in float. Let's look at the daily chart here. Oh, look at here. Yeah. 525 is going to be that 200-day moving average. It did break above that yesterday slightly, and was just sitting at 550, and then just started getting a lot of volume. Probably people recognizing this chart because it hasn't been above that 200 in a long time, so people are getting excited about that. People are getting excited about ONE. Now, for instance, this is one I'd be kind of short biased on. If it popped up to 525, was unable to break that, and then was opening on lighter volume. But it does have a ton of volume on it right here at the open. I like to avoid these ones that got all the hype and attention as far as the short side goes. Now, this one could end up being a decent short, but it is breaking that 200. This is probably where activity is going to go as well, because there's nothing else on the gap up watch list getting the attention this morning. So let's just keep our eyes on it. Coin watching RXT. Well, RXT is at a recent IPO. Yeah. Here's the trend on RXT. Yeah, sitting right at the trend right now, RXT coin. But yeah, a little pop to short into, because here's resistance on it. Upper shadows here, 1975 is going to be resistance, and it's got this trend at 19 bucks. So a little pop up towards 1975 wouldn't be bad. 1975 tough resistance, $19 is support. RXT. And NIO still cranking. Still cranking. Opening a little weak though. Opening a little weak though. This one might not be bad. Do we? We don't have shorts at CMEG here. So this one's a nice little formula for a nice short. Couple days overbought. Opening a little weak. Previous close 1430. Won't be bad to short against 1430. See if 1430 is going to hold. But yeah, and then of course we gotta watch WKHS and watching NKE as well. That's NKE, is that on earnings too? Everything's been on earnings. Where's XERS right now? XERS, nice. Yeah. Alright, sick. Guys, I'm going to go play some golf. Sorry the watch list isn't as big as it has been. Just had to take that XERS trade and get to rolling. Alright, guys. Ended up being a nice little trade on that. If you have any questions about the trades, just let me know. Hit me up via email. Love to go over them with you guys. Kill it today, fellas. Kill it. We'll see y'all tomorrow.